Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another game of IEM Kiev, SK Gaming versus Curse Gaming, and here we go. So we're skipping the picks and bans for now. Basically, bottom lane is going to be Vayne versus Graves, something that Graves should win in the early game. And if it goes to the late game, Vayne should win it. Top lane is going to be Riven versus Gangplank. Yeah, that's kind of depending on the skill level, I guess. And the two teams really close together here. And Rammus is going to be first blood. Yep. No CV on the team apparently. Oh, there is a CV on the team. Wow, and are they going to pick off a second one? Oh, no. Vayne just surviving that. Yeah, they are going to pick off a second one. So, another 1-for-1 trade, total 1 for 2. And right off the bat, taking a 700 gold lead there. That is a pretty big deal. So, yeah, nobody with the current death timers, it will not matter for who goes in lane where, but still it is a pretty big deal that they got 2 kills and the other team got 1. Obviously 1 versus 0 would have been even better, because then the relative difference would have been bigger, but this is still a pretty big deal. So anyway, Vayne and Soraka are still going to do the double golems, because, well, there's still some time left before the minions will actually reach the lane. And yeah, they're not actually doing it as you're supposed to, because they are taking some damage, but with Soraka on your team you can take some damage. And yeah, unfortunately the CV was not ready when they engaged in that fight just there level 1. That would have made all the difference if they could have spotted the enemy team there. That would have made such a big difference. Because now everyone could just focus on Rammus, and because Rammus was the first one in. And yeah, that was a really easy kill. Anyway, so top lane, as I said, Riven versus Gangplank. That is mostly going to depend on skill level and also on ganks, of course. But yeah, if they're left to their own, so basically if it's a 1v1, I think Riven would come out on top. Though I'm not entirely sure, because well, she has her shield with which she can block every Q that Gangplank produces. And since that's his harassment method, it's not going to be very effective versus Riven. See, double buff Rammus here, and he is going to try to get a gank off, but not entirely sure. Oh, he's just coming in straight away. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure if that would work, but indeed it didn't work. So anyway, mid lane is going to be Kassadin versus Galio, and yeah, that should be Kassadin's fight. That shouldn't even be a problem. I mean, Galio can do some damage, but he's not going to be nearly as good as Kassadin in lane. And yeah, that's what I'm assuming here. That doesn't mean it's true. I mean, it still depends on ganks, and we saw the Lee Sin coming in, but not getting anything done. So anyway, yeah, junglers, Rammus, who is a very, very strong jungler, especially because of his AoE. No, not AoE, his CC. He has a lot of things to bring to the table when he comes to gank, and on the other side we see Lee Sin, who has a lot of mobility. Not so much a lot of CC or damage. He does have quite some damage, but yeah, that's not really the point of being a good ganker. Good ganker will make sure that well, it is a 2v1 fight, and the other party in the lane. So oh wow, this is a good one. Oh, that was so good. Rammus was getting ready for a gank, so Riven engaged the fight, making sure that all of the that's Gangplank was engaging on that and was concentrated on that, and then Rammus came in. Gangplank almost ran out, but it didn't work, and really nicely played. And yeah, indeed, it is going to come down to the ganks. And in this case, the ganks were better, or are better, on the blue side of the field. So nicely played. So now it's 2-2. After that unfortunate opener. Well, actually spectacular opener, I can say. It's a lot better than what we saw in one of the previous games, where yeah, we saw first blood in a level 1 fight that really was unnecessary. And this one was a lot better, was actually planned this way. So anyhow, yeah, mid lane going back, so the Cassidy going back home, will be coming in shortly. And he is level 6, so he is now very hard to catch with his Rift Walk. And yeah, Galio is now level 6 as well, so he has his AoE taunt, which is great. And yeah, I'm not actually sure who or if that's going to make any difference, because Galio hasn't been played a lot, so haven't seen him or his ultimate in a while. I know it's pretty good. And yeah, we see the purple team, which is Cursed Gaming. They take the first dragon, uncontested, no problem apparently, and yeah, nothing comes from that for the blue team, and the purple team is now up by about, I don't know, 1800 gold. No, that's not right. And 1700 gold. Yeah, so it is quite a big deal. I thought it was less, but anyway, yeah, it's going to fluctuate a little bit. But it seems that it will level out at about 1500, 14 to 1500. Cassidy getting the blue buff here, but yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, they got about 200 extra gold from the level 1 fight. No, from the first blood, I should say. And they got an extra dragon, so basically that's what makes the difference. And yeah, Vayne here trying to last hit versus the tower, doing a good job apparently. And minion wise, it's 64 versus 64 in the bottom lane. In the mid lane it is 60 versus 63, so that's equal as well. And in the top lane it's 43 versus 65, so Gangplank taking a big lead there. And yeah, that seems to be where this match is heading. Junglers is 41 versus 44. And yeah, obviously I couldn't catch all of the gold amounts. You can rewatch that if you want to see the gold amounts. Yeah, I can actually rewatch it myself because I'm casting this off a video, so I can pause it to look at the gold. I don't want to though, I don't really care. The main thing is that bottom laners and a top laner, and one of the top laners are pretty fat, and both of the mid laners as well. So the only real difference here is that Gangplank is winning the lane versus Riven. And that is mainly thanks to the fact that Riven has been ganked a couple of times, so the jungler has come in. That means that the jungler will normally lose some gold and some experience because of that, but in this case, not so much it seems. I mean, he's still, the Lee Sin is still keeping up with Rammus. Rammus maybe a slow jungler, he doesn't really have any AoE skills outside of his ultimate. And yeah, that is of course going to change well, the whole equation, because Lee Sin has a lot of skills to use. Teleport was coming in, but gets cancelled by Gangplank because the lane got pushed in the other direction all of a sudden. So decides to cancel that, and yeah, there's a gank coming in now from Rammus, but yeah, not actually managing to do anything. May have been a flash used there. I'm not sure what Graves was brought to this fight. It seems it's a flash, and he used it. So, also the flash was used on Sona. Yeah, with this replay system or observer mode, I guess it's really hard to see the summoners when they have been used, because they are all blacked out. Also, it's very annoying that you cannot see when things are up, because there's no counter. It just runs to like a clock basically, and it will remove the black stuff. So the blackened out part, but you cannot see when it still has like 10 or 15 seconds remaining, and those 10 or 15 seconds can make all the difference, and especially with the summoner spells. If you have a flash up or a teleport up, it's going to make a completely different situation. Because if you have a flash up and you're going to get ganked, yeah, if it's up, then you have a decent chance of getting out. But if it still has 10 seconds to go, then you probably won't get out. And that is all the difference. Yeah, it's like the makers of these things don't really play the game. I don't know. It's just strange that that they don't take care of that. Anyway, yeah, there's not a whole lot else to talk about here. But yeah, this Lee Sin gets caught, and yeah, that's why an entire team fight breaks out. Galio gets dropped immediately, even though, well, he is kind of the tanky part of this team. And yeah, they drop down the Gangplank as well, so that's a 2-for-0 trade. And nothing is going to happen because of that. Normally we see that one of the lane will get pushed because of this, but yeah, I'm not sure what went wrong here. Obviously it wasn't the best engagement ever for them. And yeah, well, the Galio dropped immediately. But yeah, well, it started off with Lee Sin getting caught, so he couldn't really stay in the team fight because he was already pretty low. But then again, yeah, some of the skills of the blue team here were actually used on him, so it should be okay normally. But so a lot of magic resist on Galio here, because the magic resist will actually give him AP, and the AP will actually give him damage, obviously. But yeah, a lot of magic resist, and yeah, no armor yet. So that may have been why he dropped so quickly. Obviously, Lee Sin is just not very tanky early game. He's very mobile, but not very tanky. He does have some armor in the Rigger's Lantern. He has some extra health in the Heart of Gold, but that's it. So yeah, he got caught, and that engaged the team fight, or that started the team fight. And yes, we do see the ward at red. We saw Rams put it down. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so mid lane is returning now. Castellan is 1-0 versus the 0-1 of Galio. Galio is almost 20 minions ahead here. And okay, that's going to change after this wave. Now he's about 10 minions ahead, and 10 minions is about 250 gold. And yeah, that makes up for the kill, basically. The one kill, that's the difference between them. Yeah. Is there a ward out? Yeah, there's a ward in the enemy jungle. Well, in the blue jungle. Everyone is an enemy at some point. There's a ward in the blue jungle near the raids. That's how he saw the Rammus coming. And yeah, good reaction on his part. Obviously, he is still going to take some damage from this Castellan, but not a whole lot, because, well, he's Galio, he's stacking a magic resist, and he's up against an AD caster. So, not a real big deal for him. And finally we see the ultimate going down, cleanse being used, and is he going to get out of this? Oh, nice! That was really nicely done. The, I forgot the name once again. The E on Vayne actually used... Oh, Vayne is getting killed. Yeah, Vayne got killed there because she got hit by Lee Sin with his Q, and that was really pro camera work, because first we missed the kill up top and then we missed the kill on the bottom. That is excellent. So 2 kills going down and we saw nothing of it. We just saw the Q from Lee Sin and got out of the way, especially for the or exactly when the action started. So that was excellent. Whatever. So they are all recalling in a bush that has a pink ward in it, but nobody can engage on that. They will know now that 3 of them just recalled, and yeah, that's about it. That's all they know. That's all they can do with that, because Dragon isn't up and they're not strong enough for Baron, or to take out Baron quickly enough. Obviously, with 3 of your team members going home at the same time, yeah, you're kind of taking a risk normally, but since there is nothing to lose, all of the buffs have gone, all of the dragon has gone, and nobody's strong enough for Baron yet. Not that they cannot take it out, but as I said, will take too long, and yeah, because it takes too long, it is not a good idea to go for that. Yeah, Rammus getting a bit of aggression going here. Well, getting into the enemy jungle, and there is a ward there in that bush with Galio and Gangplank. And obviously they have no ID, but nobody's going to get there. So they see Soraka running away, but yeah, that's about it. It seems that Dragon will be coming up soon, because yeah, everyone is gathering around Dragon, and it seems the blue team has no interest in Dragon here. Because Riven is still top. Does she have a teleport? No, she didn't bring teleports to the game. Whereas Galio and Gangplank have teleport on the other team. Galio obviously to do what he did previously, which is to teleport to a ward and then flash ultimates the bottom lane, for example. And that is an excellent strategy. So there is a ward in that bush. How does the pink ward not see that? There is a pink ward in the middle of that bush, and I was assuming that it would be able to see that. Banshee's Veil no longer on, well, the bubble no longer on Galio, so that means that he can now be interrupted when he does his ultimate. Normally you want that to prevent, well, basically the disruption of your ultimate. It's the same on Nunu. That's why you build Banshee's Veil. That's why it's so awesome on these kind of champions with a channel ultimate. But yeah, nothing happened so far. So both teams kind of positioning themselves in the middle, and Riven getting out of that. Riven taunting the enemy team a little bit there, and trying to make them commit. And then when they do commit, or well, they kind of well, they weren't actually committing; they were faking it. Yeah, she got out with her Q, and nothing happened. So Dragon is up now, and yeah, I'm assuming there will be a fight next for Dragon. But with Gangplank top, Gangplank does have teleport, so it's not too much of a problem with him being top. Once again, the Banshee's Veil is now broken. Yeah, Cassidy in here, trying to get something working, but yeah, didn't know that this bush was warded, obviously. It's amazing to me that you can have a pink ward in the bush and still not see the ward that is like 5 centimeters further. Anyway, Riven, oh no, that's not Riven, hang on. Gangplank pushing the top lane because he knows that if Riven comes there, his team is going to be able to 4v5 at Dragon. And Riven is indeed coming and is doing some pretty nice damage to Gangplank, already taken out like 40% of his life. And they may now go for the Dragon. Indeed, they are going for the Dragon. And Riven coming in, disrupting the recall. Fortunately for him, it wasn't a teleport. Galio coming in as well. And yeah, they are going to try to get this this Riven using the both of the ultimates here, and then they are going to teleport to the Dragon fight because blue team is now doing Dragon. I'm assuming the blue team got... No, the purple team got it, I think. But yeah, with two of the ultimates, especially because their AoE ultimate's gone, this may be a problem. Yeah, Galio drops immediately, Sona drops, and this guy is going to get killed as well. It was Graves, I couldn't see who it was. So, yeah, I'm not sure who took Dragon. I'm pretty sure that come on, Lee Sin took it. And yeah, that was a 4-for-0 trade. 4 kills plus a turret for Dragon. That is not a good trade. That is not what you want to happen to you. But this was mainly because of the Galio ultimate being unavailable. The Gangplank ultimate would have been nice to have, but wasn't really necessary to have. The Galio ultimate was necessary to have there. And in the end, Riven doing the best part of that fight by dying top lane. Making it so hard for them to kill her. And it seems SK is now just going to kill all the turrets. They're going to go into this next turret, and this is going to be the third turret of this push. First they took down the middle turret, and now 2 of the bottom turrets. And yeah, they're just going to dominate this whole this part of the game. The enemy team obviously going to protect their inhibitor turret, but nobody is there anymore. Everyone just got out. They're probably going to set up for a Baron fight next. And yeah, nothing will come of this. I'm assuming they will go for a Baron, because they are so much stronger at this point, and they see Sona recalling. Um, yeah, I've often discussed the fact that teleport is so important on your champions, and in this case we see that the team that actually brought the teleport actually lost a fight at Dragon, even though they were 5v4. And yeah, that was kind of sad. It would have been much better, of course, if they just ran out, let Riven be where she was, and just teleported to the bottom, or to the Dragon, with both of their ultimates still intact. But yeah, they wanted to go for Riven, and I think that was the mistake they made, and that is going to cost them the game. It already cost them 3 turrets and 4 kills. Yeah, that is a big deal. Obviously, now 2 more kills. As I said, they were gearing up to go for Baron. So they got 2 kills, and because of that, the enemy cannot really contest this at all. Putting a pink ward down at Baron, probably because they didn't have anything available. It is not going to work, I'm assuming. There is still a smite up on Rammus. And Rammus didn't actually use his smite there. That was kind of, yeah, not done. Yeah, they get Baron anyway. And they're going to back off now. There is nothing else they need to defend. I mean, you need to defend Baron and Dragon if they're up. But yeah, for now, because both of them are down, there's nothing to defend, so everyone can just go home, heal, buy some items, and then they're going to push one lane, which is probably mid lane. And normally you push mid lane because it's easier from mid lane to defend the other 2 lanes. So if the enemy is going to push one of the other 2 lanes, you're there quicker. But also because mid lane is just the shortest distance between the Nexi and or Nexuses, whatever you want. And Galio once again getting killed because Galio is stacking magic resist and has no armor. So yeah, Vayne can just kill him instantly. Yeah, well, this match is over, in case you were still wondering. I don't know why there's 0-0 there, because it's a best of 1, so it's kind of stupid to have a 0-0 there, but anyway. Yeah, this turret is going to go down. I wonder if any of the champions are going down. Nice. Oh, come on. Condemn from Vayne there. Getting the actual stun off, and she's going to do a little bit more damage to the turret, and another shot at the turret. 3 more shots, and it will fall. 1, 2. Oh, well, the rest was also in there. Galio doing his ultimate, getting interrupted, it seems, and yeah, this is going to be over. I mean, they cannot even get everyone when Galio gets, or they can't get anyone when Galio gets a perfect ultimate off, and yeah, Riven getting out of the turret aggro, because she wasn't supposed to tank that. Obviously, neither is Kassadin, but he took some turret shots there, and they are going to end up killing this Nexus, and nothing the enemy team can do. Lee Sin was already dancing because he knew that this was over. So wow, quick match. Yeah, obviously they lost the fight because of that that one engagement from Riven. That was really what cost them the game, and it is really hard to say why you shouldn't do that, but yeah, it was mainly because they spent 2 ultimates to kill 1 champion, and yeah, in this case, because Dragon was up, they knew there was a fight coming at Dragon, and they should have instead just ran out, so basically gone back to the turret where Riven couldn't interrupt their teleport, because that's what Riven was doing to Gangplank. They should have gone back to wherever they could teleport safely, teleport to the Dragon, and they would have won that 5v4 fight easily, no problem. And yeah, with that 5v4 fight, they would have gotten a free Dragon, they would have gotten a few kills, and yeah, the game would have looked completely different. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.